Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my online teaching platform. We have a nice problem here, and we are to determine the solution of this particular problem. Here we have a function f with three components. The first component is 4x minus 7, and there's a condition given as x is greater than 3. The second component is x squared minus 3, where x is greater than or equal to negative 2. But less than or equal to positive 3. The last component of the function f is 2x plus 3 if x is less than negative 2. Alright, so we are to use this problem to evaluate, or we have to use the given conditions to evaluate the given limit. So the first limit is the limit of the function f as its input approaches negative 4. So the moment you identify the limit, the moment you identify the input that we are to use to evaluate the given function, the value that the input approaches is negative 4. So as we have identified it to be negative 4, we have to look at the range of s values that we can get negative 4. So we are to identify the range of s value that negative 4 can be identified. So when you take this one, and take this particular one, x is greater than 3. So there's no way negative 4 will be greater than 3. So this part doesn't match the first question. So when you take the second one too, we are saying that the x here is greater than negative 2. But you could see that here the value of xy is less than negative 2. So it's not possible. So when we take the third one, you can see that x is less than negative 2, and the negative 4 here is also less than negative 2. So it means we'll be using a third part of the function to evaluate the limit of the function f as its input s approaches 4. So we are going to get, so we start by bringing the function back. So we have limit of f of x as x approaches negative 4. So we are going to replace it with a limit of 2x minus 3 as the input x approaches negative 4. So this will give us, since it is a linear function, we are just going to substitute the value of s into the expression. So it's going to be 2 multiply negative 4, then minus 3. And this will give us negative 8. We're going to get negative, I think the function is plus 3, not minus 3. So let me correct it. Yes, plus 3. Yes, also plus 3. And we are going to get it as negative 8. Sorry, here will be negative 8 plus 3. So at the end, we are going to get negative 5 as the limit of the function as the input approaches negative 4. Now, let us look at the B part of the question. So we are done with the A part. Let us look at the B part. The B part says that the limit of the function as its input approaches 3. So we go back and identify the component of the function that would be suitable for evaluating the function as it approaches positive 3. All right. Now, the first condition says that s is greater than positive 3. It's greater. So you could say that the number should be more than 3. So it's not going to satisfy the first part of the function. So let us move to the second one. Second one says that x is greater than or equal to negative 2, but less than or equal to 3. So since x is less than or equal to 3, it means the second question we'll go with this one. So this expression will be used, this part of the function will be used to evaluate the limit of the function as the input approaches positive 3. So the B part, the limit of the function f of x as the input approaches positive 3 will be evaluated using the expression x squared minus 3. So we are going to get everything equal to x squared minus 3 in bracket close as x approaches 3. Alright, so we are going to get our 3 in place of x, so 3 squared minus 3. And this will give us 9 minus 3. And at the end, we'll be getting positive 6 as the limit of the function f as its input x approaches positive 3. So let us look at the last part of the question. We are to evaluate the function f as the input approaches 4. As the input approaches 4. So let us look at the range of x values where we can get x to be equal to 4 or more than 4. So let us look at, so the first part is that x is greater than 3. So it means we can get numbers more than 3. And when you take the C part of the question, x is approaching 3. So the first component of the function will match the expression for the question C. So we are going to work with 4x minus 7 for the C part of the question. So we are going to get our C, which is the limit of the function f of x as x approaches positive 4. So we are going to get the limit of the function 4x minus 7 as x approaches 4. Alright, so let me verify the function. The expression of is 4x minus 7. So that's it. So let us evaluate it. Alright, so this becomes 4 multiplying the value of x, which is also 4 minus 1. So we are going to get here to be 16 minus 1, and at the end we are getting 15. So 15 is the limit of the function f as the input approaches positive 4. Thank you for watching. Please do like, share, and comment.